Wife of Bath's Tale is one of the most famous and colorful stories from the Canterbury Tales by Geoffrey Chaucer. So, it is told by the wife of Bath, a bold, confident, and witty woman who has been married 5 times and speaks openly about love, marriage, and the role of men and women. So, before the tale, the wife of Bath delivers a long prologue. There, she gives a long introduction about her life and views on marriage. Then she argues that there is nothing wrong with marrying multiple times since the Bible doesn't limit how many times one can marry. So she shares stories of her 5 husbands, describing how she controlled and argued with them and her belief that women should have power in marriage. Then she delivers her story. So the tales begin in the court of King Arthur. A young knight commits a terrible crime. He dishonors a maiden. So by law his punishment should be death. But the queen and her ladies plead for mercy, and Arthur grants her the authority to decide his fate. So the queen sets him a challenge. So within 1 year he must discover what women most desire. If he fails to provide the right answer, he will lose his life. So the knight sets out for his quest, traveling far and wide, asking every woman he meets. Some say wealth, others beauty, others pleasure, honor, or a happy marriage. But no single answer seems certain. As the year nearly ends, he despairs until he meets a poor, old, ugly woman in the forest. So the old woman promises to save him if he agrees to marry her in return. Desperate to live, he accepts. She then gives him the answer. What women most desire is sovereignty, power over their husband and lovers, and the freedom to make their own choice. The queen and her ladies agrees that this is correct, and the knight's life is spared. But the old woman now demands her reward. She wants the knight to marry her. The knight is horrified because she is old and ugly, but he must give his word. So they marry, and he is miserable. So on their wedding night, the old woman gives him a choice. Number one, she can stay old and ugly but be a faithful wife. And number two, she can become young and beautiful but she might not remain loyal. The knight then thinks deeply and finally replies, the choice is yours. Whatever pleases you, I will accept. At that moment, the old woman transforms into a beautiful, young, and faithful wife. So, by yielding sovereignty to her, the knight gains both beauty and loyalty, and he learns the true key to harmony in love, respecting a woman's will. So, in the conclusion, it can be said that The Wife of Bath's Tale is more than a medieval fable. It is a powerful message about women's right and equality. In a society where women were often silenced, Chaucer gives voice to the idea that love and marriage cannot flourish without respect and autonomy for women. So, The Wife of Bath, through her tale, proves a lifelong belief. When women are granted sovereignty in their choices, relationship becomes balanced, meaningful, and truly happy.